All right, so today will be the last video before going to Vietnam. So we're going to be in Vietnam for a few weeks. I leave in a couple hours, and so we'll do a trade review here. And after that, I'll be making a couple of videos in Vietnam. So that'll be something different and should be fun. The purpose of the trip is, one, just for vacation, and two, it's to get information on what it's like to travel to Vietnam and learn things like the cost of living and the climate and the weather. One of the reasons a lot of people want to learn how to trade is that you can trade from anywhere. So if you think about a place like Vietnam, where the cost of living might be a third or less than the cost of living for someone in the United States, then that is appealing. Right? If you can make the same amount of money here that you could in Vietnam, you're going to be living a lot better. Or you could make less and have but still be able to it would still be affordable, and then you could also be in live somewhere like by the beach in a tropical climate. So that appeals to a lot of people. So I'm definitely interested in learning about the cost of living, learning about some of the different locations, and just having a good time there. So let's get into the trade review. Market opened up above the 200 moving average, and kind of similar to how recently there have been the first couple bars have been bullish. Like if you go back a couple days here, first two bars were bull bars, ended up having a big sell-off. Then today had a couple bull bars and this big sell-off. So looking at this, there was a first attempt to go higher on these first two bars, sold off. Then this little bull bar here with this big tail on the top, that's actually, I would consider that a second attempt to go higher. So after you've had these two attempts and then a big bear bar, I would be interested in getting short below that bear bar. And then the bigger picture is that we have had a lot of selling lately. So these shorts like this are more likely to work. So selling there to possibly get a larger swing down, like somewhere down here. But then also there's room to these lows, yesterday's lows. So you do have room to either try to get a scalp out of that, or you could take a bet that the market is going to go further down, maybe down like 5,900 down here. Market starts to move up. Then we end up getting a double top here at the 200 moving average. So now we're starting to hold below that 200 moving average. And then we get below the 20 moving average. Bulls try to buy here and fail. Maybe some bears would short below this first inside bar there, or this first bear bar on this low one. I think they'd be okay for a swing trade. Bulls have made two attempts up first, then a second, so they're probably going to be giving up down here. So I think it's okay to short below that bar as well. I kind of like the idea of shorting below this bar, even though it's just a doji bar. It still has this little bear body, and I think bulls would be getting out below it. Three bear bars, but they're probably going to be exiting below that bar. And we can see we got a decent little sell-off there. So that's what they did. They got out below that bar. Coming over, we have another two legs up, first leg, then a second leg. And this is a lower high compared to these highs over here. Now we're back below the moving average, and probably bulls will be exiting below any of these three bars here. And you can see decent sell-off after that. This is how the daily chart looks. If today closes as a bear bar, which looks like it probably will, then this will be 6 bars in a row that are bearish, which is the first time on this chart, from what I can tell, that we've had 6 bearish days in a row. So lots of selling here, lots of consistent selling. I mean, this whole move here is as big as this one move here, but to do it over multiple days, then it's pretty strongly bearish. If they can consistently every day come in and sell, then they're not only winning on the price, but they're winning on time. They're able to keep the market bearish over a period of time. So that's good for the bears. What's bad is we are coming up against this 200 moving average and this trend line. And then the weekly trend line is also right here. So they're coming up against that support. Now, if it breaks below it, which it's basically trying to right now, then we could be coming down lower to 5,800. There are several lows around here. There's this gap, and 5,800 is just a nice even number. So this probably is a level that the market will want to get to somewhat soon, but it has to break out first. Let me go back to the daily chart. It has to actually break out of this level first, and then it can think about going lower. How much selling could happen after it breaks out through here? Well, probably not too much, because like I said, there is support here at this 5,800. So, and then we're also in a trading range. So any strong move down, it's probably going to be bought. One, because we are in this trading range, and then pulling up the weekly chart again. I mean, we're just in a bull trend. So an initial sell-off like this, I would expect to be bought. And because of that, I think I believe we could move sharply down pretty quickly, like have another strong week down, either next week or sometime this month, in the next month. But the follow through selling probably won't be too strong. We would probably need more time to have a more serious move down, like to 5,200 or 5,000. That would just take more time. We would need to see the market play out more up here before that happens. So Vietnam, trading the Emini in Vietnam. If I wanted to trade during the normal U.S. hours, that means trading in Vietnam would be around like midnight. 10 p.m., midnight, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So those are some later hours. So I will be doing some of that. I'm also going to be trying out trading more of gold. I do trade gold as it is, but gold tends to have more even volume throughout the full 24 hours. So, most charts, kind of like the E-mini, it drops off late at night. But gold, that's something that a lot of people that do travel and trade prefer, is because gold kind of has the same volume throughout all different times of the day. So they can still have their normal hours, trade from 9:30 to 4 if they're in Europe or Asia. And, they don't need to rely on trading something like the E-mini or the NASDAQ and being up late. I mean, you can still trade the E-mini or NASDAQ outside of the U.S. hours, but it's just not going to, some people work out that strategy and they do that, and that's fine. I would prefer not to trade the E-mini outside of the U.S. hours, because I just kind of have things that work for me, and I just want to continue doing that. But yeah, so I'll be trading some gold and just kind of trying out different things and kind of reporting back to you guys, like what's it like trading in Vietnam? How's the internet? How would it look for someone that does want to go and live there, and trade and enjoy the lower cost of living, enjoy the climate? So I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I'll make a couple of videos about that and basically report it back to you guys. If you guys want me to try to find anything out for you, let me know in the comments or join the Discord and ask me on Discord. And if there's any information you want me to get while I'm there, then I'll be sure to find that for you. So guys, have a good rest of your week. Don't expect too many videos because we'll be doing the traveling, and it'll be kind of more difficult to make videos while I'm over there. So just let me know whatever guys you're wanting, and I'll see you in a few days for the next video.